Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe found themselves with a horde of undead still remaining between them and their goal. Tyler had crushed the Huntress with his alchemayo jug. New Rogue finally received the Sunblade back from Jack Magnum. Dell gave the Dr. Deputy her cool bow and blew his mind when she told him he did a good job even though he had missed his target. And Shadow Nemesis searched an empty hole and refused to believe that he had gone berserk. Now that the inevitable has happened and the Dr. Deputy has challenged Shadow Nemesis, can Dell stop their fight and help them reconcile before someone ends up dead? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft. On this very spooky, we're wearing costumes, so there's some fun stuff going on, but it's spooky every week in Jesters of Ravenloft, because Ravenloft is as Ravenloft is. We're so happy to be here. We got the whole gang back together. But before we dive back into Jesters of Ravenloft, I will need to do a recap of what happened last week / over the course of the whole show. I'm warning you, it's going to be very brief because we've done 100+ episodes at this point. I can't say it all. It takes too long. But the sketch troupe Wet Change of their stage manager were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival when they were sucked into Ravenloft. They discovered they'd accidentally been summoned by Ezra, god of the mists, to help get Ezra out of there as well as now themselves. They took certain deals. They trained in dd&d classes. You know, they've got gifts. They got curses. It's Ravenloft, etc. And they've discovered their mission is to defeat Dark Lords. They are traveling between different domains, which are kind of pocket dimensions within Ravenloft, to defeat the Dark Lord, and then whoever strikes that final blow becomes the Dark Lord of that realm. They need to do that for all 4 of them before they go home, or the next stage of the plan, or whatever. It has not been explicitly stated, but it's strongly implied that they'll go home. Our players, as things have continued, as I'd said, we've got Tyler Hewitt. He's got the horns on right now. He has turned green. He's got horns. He can remove a pinky and do magical things with it, and he can also talk to Ezra. He is the direct point of contact. He's also trained as a blade singer, meaning he is a wizard, but a close combat, up-front, fighty wizard. A glass hammer, if you will, swinging away until he gets hit. Then there's Del Borovic. She's trained as a visual bard. She has a reality blade that lets her carve her drawings into the very air and fabric of reality around her. She also is able to speak with ghosts. She has constant invisible wind that only affects her blowing her hair, and she has kind of the glowing back mirrored reflective eyes of a dog now at this point. Ooh. She also, so she fell in love started dating. I don't know. There's a level of commitment that's a bit of a question mark when the other person's in your blood, but she committed herself to her demon girlfriend, the succubus Lucretia. So she is a bard warlock multi-class at this point as she continues on her adventures. There is Guy Bradford, who sadly died after 4 episodes and came back. He's got spectral limbs from his elbows to his hands, his knees to his feet, and his eyes, and he had no memory whatsoever. So he took on a new identity as New Rogue, a name he chose for himself. He's become a cleric of Ezra, believing the god to be benevolent, good, kind, and all things excellent. He's determined to protect his friends and just spread good things through the world. Unfortunately, his touch kills anything and everything, destroying most things he comes into contact with, other than a goat named Jack Magnum that was gifted to him by the mists, and he cares for that goat very, very much. Last but not least, there is Adam, who became Shadow Nemesis. During his time in Ravenloft, we discovered that he had multiple personality disorder, even back on Earth. Several of those personalities seem really unstable, including, I guess, his core one. But now he's Shadow Nemesis, a Saturday morning cartoon villain determined to collect power, every magical item he can see, and strike down anyone who has ever wronged him. And by wronged him, I mean prevented him from doing anything he wants to do. He has not directly attacked the party in the first season, and then he shot Guy. He shot Guy a couple of times now. The gun that was given to him by the mist.
As a reaction, because he threw a rock at me.
I don't want to confuse this with D&D lingo. It was a reaction in terms of he saw something and then changed his mind. It was not a reaction. It was a full turn and an attack that he just did voluntarily on his own while the other person was walking away. He shot him in the back twice. But everybody has kind of made some friends in Ravenloft they brought with them along the way. Obviously, we have Jack Magnum the goat. For Shadow Nemesis, he had his minion squire. He'd taken on the mantle of the Black Knight and had an army of squires at one point that he sent into combat where they all died, but one stuck around with him. The Doctor Deputy, who's been following him through trying to pursue evil things. Only the Doctor Deputy, after being abused and misled and left behind several times, started working for Dell, who is now the Doctor Deputy's current boss. Dell also has befriended Rumple Foreskin, a skeleton horse with fire in its heart named by chat. That stuck with us. Didn't expect that character to be here 100 episodes later. But Rumple Foreskin has still joined the party and is a mistwalker, hoping to find their herd wherever they may be. Wherever they may be within Ravenloft. Tyler has his familiar Ivan, a fey creature, traditionally a bat, but it's been a number of different things. It can also live inside a doll. But Ivan is there able to speak with Tyler and just Tyler, unless Tyler puts Ivan into the body of a doll that he carries around, and then Ivan can talk to everybody and do tasks as the doll. I think that's everybody traveling with the party currently. Obviously, there's Lucretia, who Dell can talk to, but Lucretia is not currently available in the flesh. Our heroes went to the first realm. Adam, Shadow Nemesis became the Dark Lord. Second realm, New Rogue became the Dark Lord. They've been inside a repeater realm. It seems like kind of a Groundhog Day situation. They're on their third day where everyone has died and come back, only this time they have successfully claimed some magic items, having discovered that items that they take seem to reappear with them at the beginning of the start of the day. So they have battled their way through a farm and claimed the Talisman of Ultimate Evil, and then they had just, in the previous episodes, battled their way to a collapsed monastery, defeated the Huntress, a vampire being, by hitting her with a jug full of mayonnaise, knocking her off the roof of the church, and then having a goat jump on her. And now they find themselves in kind of the aftermath of this. They have been completely tapped out, I think almost entirely, of spells, other things. They're all heavily injured. And the Doctor Deputy, who had been working with Dell, had received the gift of a bow. And she told him he did a good job, even though he did not successfully complete anything he was told to do in the battle, but he followed orders. And then his tiny black heart grew 3 sizes that day, in that the end of our last episode was the group inside the church. We lost Dell.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Where are you, Dell?
Ruh-roh.
There she is. You're back.
There's Dell. The Doctor Deputy had been heading back into the church. New Rogue had seen his favorite cockatrice, a riding bird that had been killed and zombified and then killed again in the center of this church, along with a number of zombies. New Rogue had passed out. The Doctor Deputy had gotten mad at Shadow Nemesis and told him that Dell was a better leader, that Dell was more evil, that Dell had all the stuff Shadow Nemesis wanted. Shadow Nemesis told the Doctor Deputy that he was kind of abandoning him and stripping him of his promotion, so he would just go back to his true name of Anatrix Seraph. Then the Doctor Deputy, Anatrix Seraph, told Shadow Nemesis that he was never the real leader. People just fooled him into being a real leader, and he was a minion just like the Doctor Deputy, at which point combat began. Dr. Deputy went first, missed. It's Dell's turn. We're going to find out what's happening before, I think, Shadow Nemesis tries to turn Dr. Deputy into paste. The current magic items that can come into play are Shadow Nemesis has a berserker axe, so if he takes a hit, there's a chance that he will just attack whoever is closest until there is no one within 60 feet of him. Tyler has an earring that makes him more attractive and more charming, but less smart. And I think that's it right now. Dell just got a gun. So both Dell and Shadow Nemesis have pistols.
Oh, and I have the Sunblade.
Oh, the Sunblade, which was the questing thing that you were here for. So that has also been claimed successfully at this point. There are no enemies inside the church that our heroes were moving back into to fortify and try to figure out what else they wanted to do with this day under an unholy night that has fallen outside. And that's where we're at. Ta-da! Any questions about continuity from any of you players before we dive in? Not about what is going to happen, because I won't answer those.
My bird ran away, right? Deathstalker?
You had 2 cockatrices that ran away. You do not know where they are.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackson Triggs and
in mine,
Deathstalker.
Like Deathstalker.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay.
Great. And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. You are inside a ruined monastery. New Rogue, having seen the massacred form of a zombified Westra, you fell unconscious, fainting to the ground, while the rest of the party stood in the center of this sundered monastery of Ezra that has been besmirched and filled with the corpses of the undead while it collapsed over eras before. And now you stand in its wake with candles guttering in all of the corners. Rumple Foreskin standing back, and inter-party conflict has come to a head. Mm-hmm. It's the Dr. Deputy versus Shadow Nemesis, or so it seems. But we have rolled initiative, so anyone else has a chance to act. But specifically in this case, Del. Dr. Deputy missed while firing the cool bow, which seems to have become a bit of an uncool bow. Shadow Nemesis is moving forwards with his axe ready to strike. What do you do? Do you protect your minion?
I'm so fed up by all of this, so I'm just taking a half step forward towards this crazy conflict, and I'm like, Shadow Nemesis, stop fighting everyone to look tough. We all know you're only here because Adam's super scared, so you're just making yourself look stupid. And I cast Vicious Mockery on Adam on Shadow Nemesis.
Uh-oh.
Wow. How does Vicious Mockery work?
Adam has to roll a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Whoops. Well, I know my wisdom is 0.
Oh, boy.
I know that too.
And here comes the headlamp.
For our listeners, I'm wearing a RoboCop headlamp. I can't really see out of it, so I have a headlamp to help me see through my visor. So just hold on 1 second.
For our listeners, we told him not to do this.
Oh my god.
Oh man, DC 15?
Yeah.
With a 0, I rolled a 14.
Oh no, Adam.
How does Vicious... What's your damage, Del?
So the next attack roll he makes will have disadvantage, and it's 2d4 damage. And it's max damage. I did 8 damage.
Oh man.
I'm dead. I have my axe above my head, and I'm just like, oh, and a single black tear rolls down my face, and I just collapse backwards, dead.
Collapses backwards, hits the floor, and technically starting to die. You do have death saving throws that can be used to see if you live. Del, you've done this. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Shit. Not literally. I just say that.
No, you got
fair enough.
You got special pants for that now.
I do. I can't do that.
Yeah. Shadow Nemesis, you are next. I'm going to need you to roll me a death saving throw.
Oh, that's a D20, correct? Yes.
Yeah, you roll a D20.
And anything 1 to 10, bad. 11 to 20, good.
I think it's 10 and up is good. You just don't want to roll a 1 to 9. It's slightly skewed in your favor.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
Here comes the headlamp. Okay. Ooh, 19.
19. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
You've passed your first death saving throw.
All right.
What happened? Why is Shadow Nemesis brutally injured, guys? And what the hell happened to Westra?
I think you're unconscious. I think you think.
He must have woken up. He's announcing that he's back, but we are moving out of initiative order very distinctly.
Okay.
Nope. Do you know what? I'm going to decide right now. Tyler is so surprised by this. You are now at initiative 6. You wake up and see him collapsed. You ask that question. Does anyone answer New Rogue as he wakes up?
I think they'll use magic to restrain Shadow Nemesis, and Shadow Nemesis, I think, is pretty handily restrained. He's in bad shape here.
Yeah, because the boss is dominant. That's a minion right there.
I didn't think it would do it. I didn't think it would kill him.
Oh, no.
I mean,
you did.
He's not dead yet. Hang on. And I want to.
Can you roll me another? Okay, roll me a death saving throw, Shadow Nemesis, and then Tyler, you'll be able to do what you're going to do.
This is what I would like to help with, so that he's not just going to bleed out while we talk about the semantics of how dead he is.
I rolled a nat 20.
That means it counts as 2 successes. You are stabilized and wake up at 1 health point.
All right. Do I sit up? Am I awake, or like do I
You
just
can
do like
sit
an
up and be
Undertaker
awake,
thing
yeah.
and just like sit up like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I do that, and then I just growl, and I guess that's not my turn, so I can't attack. So I just have. I guess I'm just sitting there.
Well,
growling.
here's the question: are you going to attack or are you going to talk? Because that depends on if we stay in initiative order or not.
I will attack, but not Dr. Deputy or anybody.
What?
Well, I'll
I
attack.
think the DM probably needs to know what your
I
plan
want to.
is.
Here's my thinking. Okay, I'm mad, and I'm weak. So I can't fight anybody, but I see the cool bow on the ground. So I want to smash.
I mean, the cool bow's in his hand.
I thought he dropped it. No? Oh, okay.
No,
well, I
he
want to
just- he
hit
just
the cool bow. I want to smash the cool bow. I want to destroy the one gift that Dr. Deputy has ever got in his life. And I want it to smash it to pieces.
Okay, I need a perception roll from Tyler, New Rogue, the Dr. Deputy, and Dell.
Okay.
I'm bad at these now.
I would accept perception or insight.
I got a 12.
I'm going to do insight.
Dirty 20.
Insight is disadvantage. Where'd you go? Insight? It doesn't matter. I rolled a 2. Total of 4.
Okay, and Shadow Nemesis, I will accept from you an athletics to try to strike quickly, or a stealth or performance if you are trying to make it seem like you are not going to attack and then attack.
Oh, kind of like the old switcheroo, huh?
Mm-hmm. Those are the switcheroo rolls.
Okay, I'll do that then. So I'll do like here it comes, Dr. Deputy, and then like whatcha, pivot, and then smash with the thing. My axe. So what do I roll, like a d20? Like does
I need to know your either you can roll stealth or performance for the switcheroo to see if you can fool the group. Right now,
I see.
You got to see, what can you roll? How well can you roll to sneak it past them, or they get to go before you in initiative order?
I will do performance then to make it like
Great.
cha-cha, like no one knows what I'm thinking. All right. Headlamp on. Boom.
Yes, little headlamp.
Yeah, got 22.
22. Incredible. So you will fool every member of your party except with a nat 20. Rumple Foreskin sees exactly what is going to happen
Oh, Rumple.
and lunges forwards to attack. You
Me?
are prone. You are prone, so Rumple has advantage.
Oh.
With another nat 20.
What?
Oh my God.
Should I just
I don't know how
be
this
dead? I'm
happened.
just going to mark my thing to 0.
They're doing it.
You came back to life to immediately do evil and then immediately be snuffed out again.
Yeah.
That's so many rolls.
I'm just going to put 0. I'm just going to put 0.
But I think we all want to know what it looks like for
Exactly how
everybody
much.
else.
Yes.
Crit damage is yeah.
Well, hopefully he doesn't roll double 57 or else it's bye-bye Shadow Nemesis.
That is fun.
Rumple Foreskin lunges forwards, and with a blast of fire, its hooves kick out, and you suffer 21 bludgeoning damage and 11 fire damage. Technically, you're in adamantine armor, so you all see a massive strike that is lessened significantly by the RoboCop armor, but it is more than enough to knock you back into your death saving throws and unconsciousness.
Okay, I like fly back into like the wall and I just like, darn, there's an outline of me in the wall and then I fall flat on my face and then there's an outline of me on the floor now and I'm just face down, sizzling.
Rumple says to the rest of you, he was going to attack again, and I'm just not cool with that.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, Rumple Foreskin, was that satisfying? It looked pretty satisfying.
I mean, yeah, I kind of want to go finish him, but I'm not sure what the rest of you are feeling.
As everyone
Tyler?
is talking, because time is of the essence, I am going over to Shadow Nemesis and I am disarming him. I'm putting his things into the child-locked bag of holding.
Oh man!
And I would like to resuscitate him. I would like to, I don't have like magic or anything like that. I just want to help him.
Can you roll me can you roll me a history?
Yeah, let me check and see if I suck at history now. No. Himbos, no history. Oh, not this one. Not this himbo. That's a total of 10.
All right, so you put them inside your child lock. In terms of, he's got his axe on him on the exterior. His gun is on the exterior of him.
Yep.
His other weapons are inside his bag of holding. And I think your shield, is that on your back or inside your bag of holding, Adam?
I think I said I'd like to have it on the same arm as my gauntlet hand. So I think it would be on my arm.
Great. So it's on his arm. So theoretically, you could take the shield, the berserker axe, and the pistol. Are you emptying his bag of holding, or are you just ignoring that for now?
I don't think I have time. Like I do want to basically eliminate the most obvious and quickest threats. If he goes for his bag of holding, we have a chance to be like, no, stop him, hold him down.
Correct. That makes sense.
I just don't want my friend to die here. Yeah.
You successfully take his weapons and put them in your bag of holding.
I hold up the bag and I say, I would like to declare I would like to name the children.
Name additional children.
Shadow Nemesis.
Shadow Nemesis noted.
Thank you. And I put the bag away and I'm trying to see how I can help Shadow Nemesis stabilize, I guess.
Can you roll me a medicine check?
Oh, that's a good result. +2 for a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I am going to say if he is successful on his next roll, Shadow Nemesis's roll will count as a 20. It'll give him 2 successes on his death saving roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
We'll cut back briefly to the conversation to see if anyone else is doing anything. Yeah, no, I kind of want to feel, okay, Tyler's going to go help him, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Dr. Deputy, if you want to be called that, or do you want to pick your own name, but are you okay?
Thank you. Yeah, you did so good. You killed the bad minion and showed that you were dominant. That's so good.
Well, I didn't mean to hit that hard. I wanted to, interrupt him, make him hit less good if he was trying to smash you.
Yeah, the most powerful people don't know their own strength, and you're very powerful.
Oh boy. Well, what should we call you then? Do you like Dr. Deputy still, or you want?
Oh, that was taken from me, so I don't. We're gonna have to figure that out in a minute.
New Rogue, I see you standing there. I see the look of horror on Guy's face in character. Are you staying for this conversation? Are you going over to Shadow Nemesis where he's fallen, where Tyler is helping him? What are you doing?
No, I went back to Westra. I got up. I asked questions. I saw a bone horse kick the shit out of Adam, and then I went back to Westra, and I'm just like mourning. So I'm like, what? Why did you have to die? I can bring you back, right?
Says Jack Magnum from next to you.
She's dead for good, but sometimes dead is better. No, it's not. It's not better. I know from experience. Hey, wait. Will she come back the next go around too? This means like if this is like just like a one-off, right? Like we've all died here. Hey, everybody, if Westra's dead, does this just mean she'll come back if we all die again? Or am I still going to be insane with grief?
Tyler, you're focused on what you're doing. Del, you were talking to the Dr. Deputy. Would you answer New Rogue's question?
Yeah. Especially if Dr. Deputy's not ready to have the full discussion. I'd be like, New Rogue, remember when we got jumped by the scarecrows and stuff? I'm pretty sure they ate the bird too. Remember?
Right.
So she should be fine, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. That means a lot. All right, bye, girl. I'll see you in the next go round.
Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me a death saving throw?
All right. That is an 18.
Those are 2 successes. So you are very close to coming back with Tyler's ministrations over your body using the best of his medicine skill, and his himbo-telligence is keeping him forwards. I'm imagining, Tyler, are you continuing to medically treat Shadow Nemesis?
Yeah, I'm trying to just coax him back to consciousness, I guess, right? I don't have any practical or magical means of healing him. I'm completely tapped out on equipment and spells and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's just I'm holding one of Shadow Nemesis's hands in my hand, just kind of giving it a squeeze, trying to get him to squeeze back, and just kind of like jostling him by the shoulders, like, "Hey, come on, man, wake up. You with us? Get up." And Ivan is like off my head and on his chest, just flapping his wings, kind of trying to fan him a little bit, trying to get.
Yeah, hey man, you gotta cool off. You look like shit.
Only I can hear that. It's telepathic.
Yeah.
It's just for me.
But he's still talking. He's doing his best.
Yeah.
New Rogue and Dell, you are looking over at this scene. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad, but he also he did it. He was mean.
I'm going to go over and help. I've gotten over my bullshit, realized death is inconsequential. And so, yeah, just gonna heal up the bad man again. Okay.
You're a big person, you rogue.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Can we? If he attacks me, can I kill him again?
Sorry, are you asking me, little guy?
No, I'm asking the boss. I like you, Uncle Juice, but you don't tell me what to do.
I was okay. Fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah. I mean, well, self-defense is okay. If someone hurts you, you know.
Oh, great. I'm going to stand my ground. All right. Come at me.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming over to you, Tai. Let's heal up a monster. Okay. Now, do we want to bring him back to full health, or do we just want to bring him back to consciousness?
You're going to need to choose right now, or he's going to be rolling a death saving throw.
Okay, fine. Cure wounds, baby. Dear Ezra, blah, 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 blah.
And then cure wounds.
I'm sorry. I'm strung out. Okay, and then
Can you roll me a religion?
Oh, okay. That's a 12, and with my buffs, that brings it to a 17.
Fabulous. You feel the magic flowing through you as normal. You cast your spell.
All right, and I'm cure wounds, baby. Yeah, and how do I touch him? I guess he's on the ground. I kind of don't want to do it. Okay, fine. I'm just going to rub my cheek, streak it across his chest, one of my left cheek. And I mean the cheek from my posterior.
Okay.
Oh.
You're squatting over him.
You do that. Yeah. How much healing do you give? I think, are you doing it level 2?
No, I'm not. I'm just because I need to save spells, and I'm just going to do level 1. And what do I roll for this again? Cure wounds. That is
plus, I believe, 3.
Plus 3, exactly. All right, here comes, baby. All right, here goes Shadow to the Nemesis. That's a 10.
10. All right. You come back
10.
to life with 10 HP, Shadow Nemesis. You find Tyler and New Rogue standing over you as New Rogue's ass lifts gently off your chest.
Hey, there he is.
All right.
What are you doing?
I guess I remember how I died again.
Correct.
That I got. It's weird because I guess I just got yelled at. And Del, what does that look like? Your mockery? Is there something that comes at you, or is it just a bunch of words hit you, or what does that look like?
I think it doesn't look like anything. It looks like I'm just talking to you normally, and then inside you feel like gut punched literally.
Oh, okay. So then I remember you making me feel bad, and then just literally everything ending.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you came back and then got charged and kicked by Rumple Foreskin before you could attack the bow across the room, and now you're waking up again.
Oh, right. And then I would have saw Rumple, or was that like some too fast for me?
Oh, you would have saw Rumple, yeah. It's hard to miss a horse running at you with that much of a cannon.
Now here's a question. Because my axe, I was like cursed by it, and I was, like enraptured by it, kind of thing. Do I like immediately notice it's gone, or is there some sort of weird like withdrawal that happens, or like?
Would you be raising your axe or looking for where your axe is?
I mean, I'm Shadow Nemesis is the kind of guy that's like, you check where your keys are like 10 times, you know what I mean? So like, I think he would immediately.
The moment you raise a hand, you look down and see that there is no axe, and that is not okay. And we'll take a quick commercial break right there.
Never gonna get.
Shadow Nemesis, you look up at the rest of the group. Your axe is gone. To paint the picture for you specifically, Tyler is kneeling down holding one of your hands. Tyler's familiar Ivan, the bat, is laid across your chest. New Rogue is rising up, ass towards you, but perhaps turning around. And in the distance, halfway across this collapsed monastery, you can see Rumple Foreskin, Dell, and the Doctor Deputy watching this scene from about 30 feet away. What do you do?
Oh, all right. Well, I see everyone around me, and I feel that like my stuff has been taken. Do I know my gun's gone too, or is it just I just feel my axe is gone?
You can take it in, the fact that your gun is gone and the other things are gone, but you need your axe back.
So it's still there, eh? Oh,
yes,
boy.
you are cursed with attachment and need to keep it within reach at all times.
So. All right, I got some ideas going around in my head. I need to ask some questions. So, because I'm not physically holding the axe, do I have disadvantage on my weapons, or does that only happen because I'm holding
with every weapon that isn't the axe, because all you can think of is the axe?
So just the fact that I have touched the axe, I now have disadvantage on every single weapon.
You are attuned to the axe, so yes, you've been cursed with it. You still have all your other weapons, and you are not necessarily aware of that fact. You were just so distracted by the missing axe. You need to have it back within reach.
I was hoping that was not what you were going to say. Okay, so I'll brush everybody off of me, and I'll kind of like, and I'll do a little like up the wall a bit, so they're like away from me, and I'm just kind of all squirrely on the wall, and I'm just like where's my stuff? Who took my stuff? Who took my stuff? Give it back! I'll use like thaumaturgy to just like you do like this, like just scream, yell, and the flames go up and everything, and things shake. Give me my stuff back! I'll say it, a big old yell. Jeez.
I got it.
And it's like, what? You have it?
Yeah, I have your stuff.
Oh, good. Well, you can give it back to me now.
Yeah, I will give it back to you. Are you gonna be peaceful and not try to attack us anymore?
Yes. Oh, wonderful. Hey, Shadow Nemesis, don't attack us, says everyone who attacks Shadow Nemesis. Oh, my
just me.
God.
Just me, the guy who didn't attack you. That's the guy who's asking.
I didn't attack you either.
New Rogue brought you back.
All right. All right. See, I know I'm like weak. I'm not at 100%. So I think I now need to switch tactics, because I know Tyler is very nice, and that if I'm all angry at him, he's not going to give me my stuff back. So I need to pivot, and I need to be nice, and I need to get everybody on my side. So I'll kind of just do a reverse scuttle, like, and go on the ground, and I'll be like, yes, you're right. I must have just been overwhelmed by this place we're in. It's all spooky and scary, and fighting all those Gregonins maybe took it a lot out of me. And I just want to say that I maybe overreacted a little bit, and I would not want to cause any more conflict with anyone. So you're right, Tyler. I won't attack anyone in here. So, stuff, please.
That's all I wanted to hear. Thanks. And I'm going to open the bag of holding and give him his axe, because I also understand that he is obsessed with it. I did identify on it. I know what it's doing to him. I'll hand him his axe. How you doing there?
Good. Hey, look, I know I'm obsessed with this thing, but I also like stuff. And you have my gun too.
I do. Yep. Just checking in before we move on to gun, making sure you have an axe and you're still cool. You're not going to go swing that on us or anything like that, because I don't want to see you get hurt. You're a tough guy. You're very strong. There's a lot more of us than you, and Dell killed you by talking. Like you just.
Yeah. Internally, I don't like how that made me feel, but externally, I'll be like, so correct as always, Tyler. I will not attack anyone, because if there's one thing that is true of Shadow Nemesis, is that I do what is best for the team, like how I led everyone here and was able to get that sword thing. So
you're right. You came up with a plan that worked. I appreciate that. And yeah, here you go. Just wanted to check in. This is yours. I trust you. I'll give him the gun, handle first. I'm holding the barrel of the gun.
In the background, 30 feet away, Dr. Deputy tugs on your sleeve down and says,
So do we let this happen, or do we kill him?
No, remember what I said? Self-defense. It's, as long as everyone's playing nice, you play nice back. Okay?
Okay, but if we want to kill someone and we give them a weapon, then we can kill them?
No. Only if they try to attack you, if they try to kill you. Otherwise, we're going to try to talk to everyone first.
But he tried to kill me earlier, so why can't I kill him now?
Because we killed him for that, and he died. So now it's slate clean,
Okay, so once they die, if it's a neutral.
Yep.
Okay, I can follow that.
All right, cool.
Hey, did anybody find anything in this monastery, by the way? I mean, before we leave house, I mean, I know I have this sword here that we got from the Huntress, but anything else holy, any other relics that could possibly, I don't know, help me out, or I could, take a look at? There's got to be something, right?
I got this. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, we were going to come in and try to fortify this place so we could sleep or hang out, but we can search the place.
Oh, that'd be great if you could help aid me. It will help my religion.
Whatever makes you happy.
Thank you, Dell. You truly are an honorable sort.
Okay.
Okay, so
right,
Dell and New Rogue are going to search the monastery. Tyler, you've returned the weapons. Would you return the shield as well to Shadow Nemesis?
Yeah. Yep.
Great. Shadow Nemesis, you are...
Thank you.
You are fully armed once again. Tyler right now has the armor that you saw him bring in from outside where the Huntress is. Tyler, you are there. What are the two of you doing now that New Rogue and Dell have scuttled off and the Dr. Deputy has disappeared out the front door?
I want to go look for Deathstalker, my bird, because my bird ran away. So I will continue to play nice, and but like my eyes are just like black, and they have these like little tiny little like embers that are just like burning in them, and I'm just like, well, I'm glad that's all settled with, Tyler. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go out and get some air and maybe look for my cockatrice Deathstalker that went missing in the fight.
It's probably still pretty dangerous out there, and you're in rough shape. Are you sure you want to go alone? Let's not here with the rest of us.
Yeah, but I just need to I'll let you know if anything bad happens, and I'll keep my wits about me. and I'll go and I'll just gotta go. And I want to.
We have our sending stone. You can tell him we have our sending stone.
Oh, right. I got a sending stone. I'll call you on my stone.
I can hear like how you're talking. It's very clear to me that you are struggling to, I don't know, be a person right now. What is going on?
Struggle. Shadow Nemesis does not struggle. He succeeds.
Okay.
And I
so what are
need
you
to-
succeeding at right now then?
Well, right now I want to succeed at leaving so I can try to succeed at looking for my bird.
To what end?
Well, so I can get my bird back. I liked my bird. My bird was fun.
But
My
having
bird
your
didn't.
bird means
Well, it
what?
attacked me once, but
Having your
well,
bird
then I
means
could like
what right
ride
now?
it. I could ride
You
it.
could ride it.
Ride the bird.
To where?
Well, when I find it, I'd ride it back here.
But you're here already, so just forget the bird.
Yeah, but I don't have my bird here. If I had my bird, I could ride the bird back here, and then maybe I don't
then
know.
what?
Well, then I would, when we were all rested, then I'd have the bird, and then I could lead us back out, just how I let us all in.
Why don't you rest and then get your bird? You could die out there, and we can't bring you back if we don't come with you. I'm assuming you want to go alone?
Yeah. Look, I got the stone.
Okay.
I got my loud talking, and if anything, if I walk out, and all of a sudden there's super werewolves, and they're all like doing that weird snapping thing like they do in West Side Story, coming at
Yeah,
me.
West Side
I'm gonna
Story,
just
yeah.
book it, okay? So, look, I'll keep my wits about me, and I just want to get my bird. And then I'll come back. Okay.
Okay,
Fine?
this has all been really tense. Yeah, go get some air.
Yeah. Good. All right. I go and I want to leave and then kind of like just, see where Dr. Deputy is and kind of not threateningly, but just kind of just like look at him and then like kind of get out.
So, which way are you going out of the church? The Dr.
Oh.
Deputy walked out the front door. You can
Oh, he walked
obviously
out the
walk
front door.
Yes,
All
he
right.
walked out the front door before he started talking to Tyler. And
Oh.
then you could go out the front door, or you could go out either side of the church. There are many broken stained glass windows that you could just walk up the wall and out and exit.
That's a good idea. Maybe I could like see from the roof that like where Deathstalker would be. So I'll head to the front door and be like, oh no, I'm not following him. And then I'll like climb up the wall and out a window and kind of like slither out and go onto the roof.
And you slither out onto the roof. We'll take a quick commercial break right there.
Oh my god. The most
Tyler, we have Shadow Nemesis up on the roof. Dr. Deputy has gone outside. New Rogue and Dell are searching this chapel. What are you doing? Are you going to join them? Is there another idea? What are you up to?
I know that Shadow Nemesis has an inherent ability to scale walls, so I feel like he's fine to come and go. But if we're fortifying this place, I should probably close the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should probably close up for the night. I'm gonna go to the door that Dr. Deputy walked out of and stick my head out to see if he's out there, if he's gone far. I want to call him back in if I can.
Great, you can call for him. You're just talking normally. Do you have a plan? Anything more fancier? I never know what you guys are going to do.
No, yeah, I'd like to spot him first to see what he's doing.
You cannot see him looking at the front of the monastery.
He's gone out the front door, and as I stick my head out the front, I can't see him anymore.
Correct. There is the clearing with only a light layer of fog on the ground, and then the trees for where you can see of this kind of half of this portion of the square building. They fog amongst the trees means you can't see further than a few feet into them, but you're not seeing the Dr. Deputy out here.
I'll say in a stage whisper that kind of carries a bit, Dr. Deputy! You out here?
Dr. Deputy comes trotting back around the side of the monastery.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. What do you need?
Hey, I was thinking of like locking or barricading this door. You want to come inside?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sure. I was just picking up some stuff I saw out here that I thought might be useful.
Oh, what'd you find?
I got these collars.
And he comes up to you, and there's two collars in his hand.
Oh, from the Hellhounds, right?
That's my guess. I don't know. Also, there's a jug on the roof.
Oh, yeah, that's mine. I'll have to get that sometime, I guess. It feels dangerous to try and do it now. Maybe I'll get it after we rest up.
Okay.
Why don't you come on inside and we can push a pew up against the door or something?
Okay, if it'll keep the boss safe. Is it going to keep the boss safe? Does she want me to do this?
She did not explicitly tell me to come get you or anything. I just figured you want to be inside the barricaded monastery instead of outside of it.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So, okay, let's move a pew or whatever.
All right, cool.
Comes inside to help you move a pew. He has the collars.
Awesome.
And you begin fortifying the front door.
Yeah.
New Rogue, how are you searching this place with Dell, and is there anything you say to her?
Just make sure if you find any holy relics, try not to touch them first. We should be inspecting with our eyes,
Okay.
our ears, our noses, our brains, our heart, but our touch, that could demolish some of these old things. So, yeah.
That makes sense. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But by the way, your friend Ripple Foreskin, he's really powerful.
Yeah. No, Foreskin, I mean, the Black Knight's steed and really powerful fire and all that stuff. Yeah, they're like the coolest.
Yeah. Does it concern you at all though that like he's undead and like my spells kind of like that turned away the undead, the damned, if you will. It worked on him. Like, is that something we have to monitor or?
Well, I mean, aren't you kind of undead, sort of, also?
I'm reborn, technically. I mean, yes, I don't need to breathe. Okay. I don't need to eat. Fine. My eyes, they look like they're dead. Got it. But I'm pretty sure I couldn't turn myself away if I tried.
Okay.
Haven't
Well,
tried it yet,
maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe it's because the spell comes from you, but I mean, Foreskin's undead, and I talk to ghosts, and like not all ghosts are evil, so maybe not all undead are, bad people. But it seemed like the zombie ones aren't really people,
I'm not saying he's bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just wondering if a spell could, have such power over the undead. Like I'm wondering if like something truly evil could, turn the guy kind of easily,
I see what you're saying. Like maybe we need to figure out some way to protect Foreskin from someone using that kind of magic.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd be interested just to even learn about him too. I mean, that was cool. I mean, he really hurt Shadow Nemesis, and that made me laugh.
Yeah,
on the inside. Yeah,
they're super cool. So maybe we can talk more to Foreskin about it, because I don't want to answer for them.
Okay.
You look over and see Foreskin helping the Dr. Deputy and Tyler move a pew. It's very clear that it's really Foreskin and Tyler doing it, but the Dr. Deputy's helping in that way. Like a child who isn't strong enough helps move a heavy thing.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Deputy be pushing against the back rest of the pew, but standing on the seat of it, so just generating no forward force. We're just lifting it and moving it.
Yeah, 100%. That's what's happening.
Yeah, no, New Rogue, if you want to go talk to them, I can search around for stuff. I won't touch anything.
No, you know what? I'm okay. I'm good. I want to focus on the relics. Okay. I really think being here, we only have so much time. So, look, I'm going to go. Where are we? I think we probably made our way like upstairs. Is there an upstairs? We went away from them enough that we can see them. No,
I would say you've walked across to probably the area by the altar. That's where anybody would assume if there's going to be something religious, it's usually kept in the altar, the alcoves around the altar, behind. If there's anything there on the floor that could have been knocked over. If both of you could roll me either investigation or religion.
Ooh.
So I would like to blood summon Werner Herzog and use investigation.
Great.
So
little poke on the finger.
Yeah, so I take 3 damage, but it doesn't actually hurt very much because I have unbeknownst to me, weird temporary HP shadow demon magic.
Right.
So I cut my hand and I'm like, oh, that's not too bad.
You cut your hand and your shadow gets a little smaller.
Yes, exactly. So the investigation with Werner is 13.
Okay, and what did you roll, New Rogue?
That's a 9 for religion.
All right,
Hard
New
hole to
Rogue,
look in.
you are looking around and you do not see any obvious relics.
Oh,
You end up looking in the alcoves with Werner looking along with you, and you can see that there are a number of what seem to be sequential images. You don't know this religion in particular, but this strikes you as very similar to the idea of, like, in Catholic terms, the Stations of the Cross. It's clear that there is a core story to these alcoves and the order they are being presented. But the thing that stands out to you most as you look at these is how they have all been defaced. Figures that are standing have been given grievous wounds. Figures that have clearly been struck down in the mythology are rising up. All the images of the sun or anything involving light have been scratched out, have been scribbled away. It's clearly a level of focus required. It's not an artistic skill. This isn't an artistic rendering in the way that you would do it if you're trying to subvert the meaning of these drawings. It seems more like something personal between whoever defaced these religious images, specifically targeting the sun, specifically targeting religion, leaving kind of death, despair, and darkness behind.
Yeah. Yeah, New Rogue, it seems like this was a like sunny, holy place before. I mean, I'm assuming that sexy lady came and defaced everything.
what? How do you know that?
Well-
What are you saying that I'm not?
Well, I'm
What?
pointing over at a bunch of paintings that are on the wall in a row.
Yeah, you
Where the
walk
hell did
through
those
roads
come from?
with it.
Yeah, if you see like kind of like tell a story, because it's like that character shows up in a few of them, and like
Oh,
all just
it's like
kind
a
of been messed with.
storybook.
yeah.
Oh, so what? So what's it saying again? It's just like that this place is cool.
Can you both roll me religion?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, this is better. This is a 17.
17. This is where you have the reverse experience. Dell was better at finding this, but New Rogue, to you, this sequential story makes a great deal more sense. When you look at this, you can see the first images show kind of darkness over the land. They show loneliness. They show crops dying. They show people standing alone. This figure of kind of a dejected person. You can't make out the specific details around them, but this idea of just hollowness and emptiness. And then you see the mist in the background, and you see this person stepping towards the mist, and you see within this kind of working in the reverse of what's been scratched away and what's there, as this person embraces the mist, as this person embraces like light and dark, more light comes into their life. You can see that they have friends. You can see that crops are growing. You can see that they have kind of a partner. They've got a family, children, just what seems to be a beautiful life. And at the very end, they are old, having aged to the end of their life, surrounded by people that they love, with this suggestion that you would read as stepping towards the worship of Ezra and embracing that faith can yield a happy, meaningful, light life. Only the way this has been clearly defaced, you can see that it is someone presenting the opposite. That it will start dark, that it will stay dark, that there is no release, and that the entire promise is a lie.
Oh, I just shudder like somebody stepped on my grave. Oh, that's not cool, man. You don't deface a wonderful tale of Ezra. You don't deface a wonderful tale provided by Ezra and all that he has to offer. I mean, geez, these people. I mean, they survived a pestilence, and they saw the mists, and the mists were good. Oh, they were good, Del, and you got life out of it in return. But whoever defaced this doesn't want us to believe that. And that makes me so angry. So angry. And I kiss my fingers, each of my fingers on my knuckle. We got to find who did this. And we got to teach them that that's bad.
Yeah. I mean, if the evil lady did it, that we already got the retribution, all that stuff.
Oh, was the Huntress? Oh, okay. Well,
Mayonnaise.
maybe Yeah, maybe I'll kick her corpse if you... No, that's mean. Okay, well, she did her time.
Yeah, but no, I mean, that makes sense. The mists help us out and Ezra and everything, so I guess we're on the side of the mist.
Yay! Okay, everything... I feel better about everything. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't find artifacts or whatever, but I guess these are paintings.
No, to have all my beliefs reconfirmed is a gift unto itself.
Okay. Well, that works.
Yeah, it does.
Do you want to go back?
Sometimes traveling into hell and finding your beliefs unchallenged truly is the gift that the god intended to give their cleric. That'll be the end of this episode.
Yay!
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jester's adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dmitry Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.